Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me here at Major Arcanum. I've already pre-shuffled the cards so that we can get started right away. This will be a general reading for the collective all zodiac signs. So I'll do the 10 card spread to see what the current energies are. You'll have an opportunity to ask a question on how to move forward in a certain situation. Pull 4 cards for past, present, future, and the outcome, as well as 1 supporting message from mindful messages. So, current energy, 7 of Wands, Queen of Swords, 5 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 6 of Swords. Oh, a lot of sword energy. So, air energy, if that means something to you, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Okay, so, bottom of the deck, 7 of Wands. I feel that of course, there's always this 7 of Wands kind of thought or idea if the situation is too good to be true, or, I feel that the 7 of Wands often indicates doubt, maybe doubt in oneself in some situations, a bruise to the ego for some. But the 7 of Wands, did I say wands here? It's swords. You guys know what I'm talking about. 7 of Wands in this deck represents holding things together. So I feel that in the situation that you're thinking about or connected to, there's this role that you sometimes have to play of keeping things together, right? If you're a boss or if you're a parent or, the glue who holds a family together. The 7 of Wands is that role, and that's the current situation. I feel that sometimes it's overwhelming. The Queen of Swords does indicate like wanting to delegate assignments or delegate roles so that the burden isn't all on one person. The Queen of Swords is wanting to put a stop to the behaviors in the manner that they are moving in currently, right? So Queen of Swords, somebody who's sharp-minded, right? But somebody who loves deeply, right? See all these roses pictured here. So I do sense that there is a love, maybe a love of a job, a task, or family member. I feel that the responsibilities are getting overwhelming, right? The 7 of Wands, we're almost reaching a limit, almost reaching the 10 here. So I feel that the responsibilities are starting to weigh you down. And the Queen of Swords is this energy of, I know that I can do more. I love this job. I love this relationship. I love this hobby or whatever it is that you are thinking about or connected to. You might love this situation generally, right? This is why you do so much. But I feel that there's recognition now that things might be imbalanced. And now that it's necessary, even though you love the task, love the relationship, love the family, or whatever, you cannot continue to overfunction in a situation. So I feel that there's recognition that you can't continue to overfunction and a desire to start delegating tasks, right? So that you're not the only one weighted down here. Evenly distribute the load so that it's a little bit more fair, right? So that you're not doing all the work in a situation. 5 of Cups in your grounding position. I feel that you almost wish you'd done it sooner. The 5 of Cups is almost like you set the stage for this. I feel that you recognize or are being accountable for this behavior, right? You constantly felt like you had to perform well. And in order to do that, you wanted to showcase that you could take on all these tasks, that you could do A, B, and C, and then later down the line, yeah, sure, I'll take on task D, E, and F too, So I feel that there's a little bit of regret for taking all that on, or, what was I doing all that for? Who was I trying to impress, or, why didn't I delegate or evenly distribute some of these responsibilities sooner? I feel that mental health here is at stake. So wanting to make some corrections now. The Six of Swords, moving away from a situation. I feel that the Six of Swords, it is a desire to move into calmer waters. This could also represent travel or vacation for some, but it is in the recent past position. So I feel that longing for the days, you're longing for the days of where you were able to get away and unplug a little bit before all these responsibilities landed on your plate. So a desire to kind of get back to that. We also have the Eight of Swords. It's a little difficult. It's a little difficult to start delegating responsibilities or tasks or whatever to whoever is surrounding you. One, because of maybe lack of trust. Nobody can do it as well as you, or you don't want to seem irresponsible, or that you've taken on too much. But I feel that it's important to draw the line and instill boundaries. I feel that it's important to do that. You might feel that it makes you look weak or irresponsible, but I feel that it does the opposite. It shows people that you know where your limit is, right? So that's the Eight of Swords. This is self-imposed bondage, a situation you weren't really sure how to get out of because you recognize you might have brought a lot of it on yourself. So the Knight of Pentacles, working hard, right? Working hard to overcome certain obstacles and challenges. Knight of Pentacles, a very diligent effort, a very diligent person wanting to do things the right way. So I do sense that trust is a factor on why you might take on more tasks. Maybe you don't know whether somebody will deliver on the time that you want, or might not be able to deliver the way that you do it normally, right? But I feel that sometimes you have to just trust people to do what they were asked to do, or in some cases hired to do, right? So having trust there, the Knight of Pentacles, things are going to get done. Even if you have to train somebody or teach somebody how to do things the way that you like them in a certain way, it might be a little bit more time consuming, but worth it in the end. So the Magician card, I keep seeing Magician card over and over again this week. The Magician card does represent Mercury energy, so needing to communicate, right? It's the planet of communication, right? So needing to communicate or express oneself. If you're feeling weighed down, if you feel that things are imbalanced, articulate that, right? It's going to be received well if you say it with kindness, right? So I feel that people don't want to let you down. You might be like boss-like energy. People don't want to disappoint. So they want to impress you. Some people want to impress you. The Knight of Rods and the hopes, and the external influences. Relocation. Again, it could be a travel situation, right? Because the Six of Swords, like I said earlier, could be travel. You want to get back to something, get back to your old way of doing things, or having time. Maybe you're so bogged down with responsibilities, you're unable to get away and unplug, like I talked about earlier. I feel that there's a strong desire to get back to that. So this representing movement and of some form. Movement could be travel, could be actually physically moving, a new house, new place to live, something like that. But it does represent movement for you. And also Knights, more emphasis on communication, right? So while you're away, being able to communicate the things that you need done, and then trusting the person that you're communicating with is going to do it the way that you ask them to. So the Six of Cups, planning. This isn't a hopes and fears. I get a strong feeling that this does represent, it is planning, right? It represents nostalgia. I feel, again, it's a little bit like you do want to get back to the old way, or your old schedule, your old way of doing things, old routine, that's the word. You want to get back to an old routine of doing something, right? I feel it's it's nostalgic for you to get back to something. So maybe it's a hobby. Maybe it is travel. I feel strongly like travel is involved here. You know, all this sword energy, we have this nine of swords in the outcome position. This card in this deck represents disbelief. Maybe you never thought you would get back to this, like days of traveling. Could be as a result of the pandemic, how things were a little bit limited, right? The Nine of Swords represents disbelief. I can't believe that I've been sidelined for 2 years as we navigate this global situation. So disbelief in that situation, but wanting to really come untethered, right, to the current status, your current status, whatever that means to you. You want to become untethered. You're uncertain, you are uncertain how to move forward, but I feel that it's coming clear to you now. I feel that the days, I feel like once you start to delegate some of the assignments, you're going to be able to see a way forward, right? And then start making your plans on however you were planning in the past. I feel like it's something maybe got sidelined, maybe it was a vacation, got delayed, and you're feeling nostalgic about that, like, oh, I just want to relax on a beach somewhere under a palm tree or something, but it's something you planned that kind of got sidelined, but I feel that you're going to get back to it now. So let's separate these cards into the planets. So this will be your opportunity to ask a question on how to move forward in a certain situation. So I've separated them into the planets, the zodiac signs, and the elements. Now the planets in this deck represent your motivation, right? What's motivating you to move in a certain way, or what's motivating you to even ask the question, wanting to know more? What's your motivation here? And that is Jupiter. The zodiac signs will talk about how you should move forward in a certain situation that you're thinking about or connected to. And that's Pisces. I like to think of it as what would Pisces do. And then the elements talk about what additional energy you should place into the situation that you're thinking about or asking about. And that's water. So fire, water, water, right? That's kind of a good sign. I feel that it's emphasis on emotions, being sensitive, sensitive to those around you. Jupiter, the reason or your motivation for asking the question, for wanting to know more, it's Jupiter represents expansion. So I feel that you want things to change or you want things to expand. I feel that you want more time to maybe focus on yourself. Did I say mental health earlier? I sure did. I feel like with this Five of Cups earlier, I mentioned mental health. I feel that you want to be able to maybe expand your mind in maybe more creative ways, or unplug and get the creative juices flowing. I do sense that the planet Jupiter is this very protective energy. So I feel that this is self-preservation. You want to protect yourself, and by being able to delegate tasks, right, that have been weighing you down in the past, I feel by being able to redistribute the weight of all these burdens that you're used to carrying on your shoulders, it frees up some of your time so that you can focus on a little bit more of your mental health, and then by doing that be able to expand in an area of which you want to focus, right? So expansion and protection is the Jupiter card. That's your motivation here. Now Pisces, how you should move forward in the situation. Pisces is this it's kind of an artistic and creative kind of energy. Pisces is the I believe card, right? So I feel like you believe, you kind of already know what you want to do. Now it's time to kind of put it into action. I believe that I know what's best for me, right? That You might have said that to yourself along this journey. I know what's best for me. I believe I know what's best for me. And what's best for me is maybe this vacation. Or what's best for me is to unload some of these burdens, right? So I feel that you recognize that you've been over functioning and now you need to kind of redistribute the weight. So Pisces energy is also very affectionate, maybe even expressive kind of energy. One thing I would caution though is Pisces energy sometimes is I would caution to avoid escapism, right? So if we talked a lot about travel and vacation with the Six of Swords and the Six of Cups, but I feel that there could be signs with the sixes especially, could be signs of bad habits here. So avoid escapism or unhealthy escapism, right? If you want to get away for mental health and to clear your mind, that's great. If you want to get away to for some unsavory activities, maybe avoid it then, right? That's not going to contribute to your overall mental health, mental wellness. So caution on the reason for your desire for escapism, right? So caution there. But the water sign, compassion, having compassion, I feel that you are devoted to this goal. And maybe it is travel, maybe it's relocating of some kind. Maybe you want to relocate to a new job or a new country or a new state or just a new area, new home, whatever. But I feel that I feel like relocation is strong here or travel is strong here. But I feel that it's being sensitive to those who are also affected, right? So if you are weighed down here, like with the Seven of Wands, and you recognize, Queen of Swords, that you have to cut out some of the activities or not be responsible for everything that goes on, be considerate of those who are taking on those tasks as well. Maybe there's a learning curve that there's an adjustment period here, so be sensitive to that. Maybe they operate or maybe they learn in a different way than you, so just be sensitive to that. I feel the water sign is cautioning you there, just to have a little bit of compassion to the person who's taking on some of that workload that you are just distributing, right? So don't be a tyrant is all I'm saying. So let's pull past, present, future, and the outcome cards here to see what the additional messages are for you. First one, I like that image. The past is now behind you. Okay, so this is the past. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Here's the present or the current energy. Passion, a magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Oh my God, see, past, present, both of them have those words actually in the card. Friendship, okay. So this is the future. Nurture the bonds of friendship within your relationship and your love life will dramatically improve. Okay, and last one, this is the outcome. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Okay. Now with all that free time, you have an opportunity here, right? All right, so let's pull one final card. This will be just the supporting message. If you didn't gain value from anything else that was covered here, hopefully this one card will make sense for you. Commitment. I am committed to my growth and dreams. I set routines and habits that help me evolve into my fullest potential. Even though I may not see the physical manifestation of my desires, I know they have vibrationally manifested and are on their way to me. So I wish you so much luck in this situation, and thanks for being here with me, and take care. And also look, it's a goals little checklist, right? There are things to do here. So thanks again for being here with me. Good luck. Bye.